Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Friday, June 20th. Today marks the release of the latest edition of our English language newspaper, the Phuket News, as well as our Russian language sister paper, Novosti Phuketa. Grab your copy at locations across the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Phuket now hosts 1,500 cannabis outlets, and business leaders are worried that Phuket's Family Paradise brand will vanish unless weed gets red light district zoning fast. Phuket's business and civic leaders warned that the island's cannabis free-for-all is starting to cost real money. At a crisis meeting chaired by Vice Governor Adul Chutong, officials heard that public toking, edibles near family zones, and foreign-run dispensaries have become so common that some overseas travel agents now caution clients, especially families, about visiting Thailand. A Senate working group inspection from back in late April found smoke and street sales rampant in Patong in particular, and they say that complaints have since spiked. Officials count nearly 1,500 dispensaries island-wide. The overwhelming majority, about half, are in Muang District alone, with 520 in Katu District and 223 in Chalong District. Yet police say that unlicensed vendors still slip through the cracks. Restaurant owners report diners walking away when the smell drifts in. Beach operators say that pop-up stalls leave litter and hurt the island's image. The chief of the Phuket Tourist Association, President Danet Tanti Piriakij, is backing the proposal of zoning rules that would corral shops into designated areas and ban public consumption in most areas. They fear reputational damage just as Phuket tries to market heritage festivals and the upcoming Biennale event. Nationally, a bill to reclassify cannabis for medical use is still in the pipeline, though there are now questions about whether it will actually move ahead amid Bangkok's current political turmoil, which would leave provinces to improvise. Vice Governor Atul will bundle these findings, stricter zoning, tougher license checks, and better enforcement, into an urgent brief for Governor Supon Suwananat. However, it seems as though he doesn't really need this, as we reported on Thursday that the governor has already backed the idea and is working with local legislators to present cannabis zoning rules to the national government in the hopes of creating some kind of a solution to the issue. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Police enter a makeshift clinic in Chalong, confiscated several fillers and machines, and gave Phuket's beauty bargain hunters a sharp wake-up call. Phuket police shut down an unlicensed beauty clinic in Chalong on Tuesday, arresting a 32-year-old Uzbek woman known as Miss Maftu. Officers from provincial police, immigration, and the public health office seized 13 pieces of surgical and injection equipment after she allegedly offered cosmetic treatments without a medical license. Charges include running a clinic without permission, importing unregistered medical devices, and working illegally, among other charges. Investigators warn residents and tourists that cheap procedures in backroom settings can lead to infections, disfigurement, or worse. The news comes days after a Russian woman was arrested in a sting operation for offering unlicensed injections despite not being a medical professional. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. One leaked call jolts Thailand. Army checkpoints tighten. Phuket streets fill with banners, and tourism chiefs whisper the words they fear most: military coup. Thailand's political earthquake is centering on a single leaked phone call. Prime Minister Paetongtarn asking Cambodia's former leader Hun Sen to ignore a Thai general during border talks and mentioned him as her opposition. The general in question, Lieutenant General Bunsin Paklan, commands the 2nd Army Region and almost every checkpoint along the Cambodian border. In a recent interview, he says the remark surprised him, but he has already received the Prime Minister's apology and stands ready to follow, quote, any moral policy that serves the nation. Still, he told Paetongtarn to assemble veteran advisors, show determination and mindfulness, and rebuild international confidence. Military tensions are real. On the 28th of May, Cambodian troops advanced 150 meters into a disputed border area near Ubon Ratchathani, the first such move since 2011, before both sides pulled back, but not before a Cambodian soldier was killed. Lieutenant General Bunsin refuses to reopen all crossings until a regional border committee meeting is held, stressing that cooler heads must prevail. At home, the fallout is spreading. On Thursday, about 200 to 300 protesters under the banner Phuket Loves the Nation filled Chalong Road, calling Paetongtarn a security risk and calling for her resignation. Tourism leaders are recoiling at the idea of the military potentially being handed an opportunity to once again steer the nation. The Tourism Council of Thailand is warning that a military coup, like the one in 2014 when arrivals plunged, would devastate an industry already battling weak Chinese demand and global conflicts. Travel insurers often void coverage during coups, and tour operators remember the last time beaches emptied overnight. The Prime Minister has already met with Lieutenant General Bunsen today at the Chongbuk Pass to patch relations. Whether that handshake reassures the military, the markets, and a skittish tourism sector may decide if Thailand's fragile coalition survives the week, or if the country drifts toward new elections and fresh uncertainty. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
We're here with Chris, head boy at Head Start International School Phuket, who has achieved the remarkable feat of receiving 5 offers to study at Ivy League universities in the US, as well as Stanford. Chris, how has Head Start supported you in this achievement?
Head Start's university preparation program has given me truly personalized and individual feedback. It's clear that they want me to truly succeed. Applying to this many world-leading universities required me to juggle a lot of plates at the same time, and Head Start's university counselors were really accommodating in helping me through that. Whether it was completing application forms, prepping for interviews, or writing personal statements, they were always on hand. It wasn't a one-man show that got me these offers. I had the support of the entire school, giving me the confidence to fulfill my dreams.
To find out more about Head Start's university preparation program, the world-leading destinations of its graduates, or to arrange a tour, visit headstartphuket.com.
Behind closed doors at Wichit Police Station, officers rehearse split-second choices most of us hope we'll never witness. Wichit Police spent much of Thursday drilling for worst-case scenarios. Domestic fights that turn violent, suspects and psychotic crisis, and knife-wielding standoffs. The simulation, held at 4 p.m., was led by Wichit Police Superintendent Police Colonel Somsak Dongklian. Officers rotated through live scenario rooms, practicing de-escalation, shield formations, and non-lethal takedowns before switching to firearms precision under time pressure. Commanders say the training, held at Wichit Station's tactical range, refreshes skills every frontline unit may need, especially during the tourism high season when call volumes rise across the island. Residents won't notice changes on the street, but the goal is simple: shorter response times, calmer resolutions, and fewer injuries for officers, bystanders, and the people in crisis. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Old Town is set to close down some of its streets this weekend just for portions of Saturday, trading traffic for silk kabayas, 20 ornate floats, and a noodle pot big enough to court the Guinness World Record books as the Phuket Peranakan Festival gets underway. The festivities officially began today with a high-profile launch event and a series of seminars at the Pearl Hotel in Phuket Town. The Phuket Old Town area will be closed to traffic this Saturday, June 21st, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. as the annual Peranakan Festival rolls out a 3,000-strong street parade complete with 20 elaborate floats. The parade procession starts on Ratsada Road, turns onto Phuket Road, circles the Surin roundabout, and ends at Sapan Hin, where fireworks cap the night. The weekend celebrates the island's Baba Nyonya heritage under the theme Phuket City Festival to the World. On Sunday, more than 200 chefs will attempt a Guinness World Record for the largest serving of Phuket Hokkien noodles, and visitors can taste the results while supplies last. Organizers say that the festival anchors Phuket's push to become a year-round cultural destination, complementing beach tourism and the 2025 Thailand Biennale. Expect road detours, limited parking in the Old Town area, and packed viewing spots along the route. Public buses and tuk-tuks remain the easiest way into Phuket Old Town. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Thanks for checking us out here on this Friday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. As you can probably hear, it's raining cats and dogs outside, so stay dry this weekend. And if you're heading over to the parade on Saturday, have a lot of fun. We'll see you back here next week, and until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.
News.